So a new Shuffle, a new Nano, that leaves the iPod Touch. The iPod Touch has been a remarkable product for us, and it has become the most popular iPod. It used to be the Nano, but in the last year, the Touch has become the most popular iPod. And a lot of people call it an iPhone without the phone. It's also an iPhone without a contract. But even more remarkable, it's become the #1 portable game player in the world. It's amazing. The iPod Touch outsells Nintendo and Sony portable game players combined. It's been amazing. It's got over 50% market share for portable game players in both the US and worldwide. It has become by far the most popular portable game player in the world. And over 1.5 billion games and entertainment titles have been downloaded from iTunes just to the iPod Touch. Just to the iPod Touch alone, over 1.5 billion games and entertainment titles. So, what are we going to do with this really successful iPod Touch? Well, we're going to make it even better. We're going to change it. This is the new iPod Touch. It's even thinner. Let me go back again. That's the current one that's really thin. This is the new one. It's even more beautiful. Here's the top with the sleep-wake button. Bottom with the same 30-pin connector, headphone jack, little speaker port. But even more remarkable is what we've put inside it. The new iPod Touch has our amazing Retina display in it. The same thing we pioneered with the iPhone. It's got 4 times the number of pixels. At 326 pixels per inch, you can't even discern the individual pixels. It's a remarkable display. 24-bit color, LED backlit. It is the best display in the world. And that's what everyone has said who's seen it on the iPhone. It is now in the iPod Touch. The Apple A4 chip, the same chip that powers the iPhone. 3-axis gyro for even better gaming. iOS 4.1 with Game Center. And we've added a front-facing camera and FaceTime. FaceTime in the iPod Touch. FaceTime over Wi-Fi. And we've added a rear camera as well with HD video recording. All of this in this really thin thing. 40 hours of music playback. So that's the new iPod Touch. Here's the forward-facing camera. Here's the rear-facing camera. And again, you can edit your videos right on the phone. You can trim them. You can upload them over Wi-Fi to YouTube directly. You can buy the iMovie app, the same one that runs on iPhone, now runs on iPod Touch, and actually edit videos right on the phone. And, of course, you can do FaceTime. And not just with other iPod Touches, but now also between iPhones and iPod Touches. So we're very excited about this. And, of course, we have Game Center. So all of this now on an iPod Touch. And we're very, very excited about this product. So there's the packaging. There's 3 models. An 8-gigabyte model for $229. A 32-gigabyte model for $299, and a 64-gigabyte model for $399. And this new iPod Touch joins the new iPod Nano and the new iPod Shuffle for an all-new lineup for this holiday.
Next, iPod Touch. As you heard earlier, the iPod Touch is now our most popular iPod. And it's no surprise that it's so incredible. It's amazingly thin. It's got that beautiful Retina display. It does FaceTime video calling. You can do HD video with the built-in camera. It has a gyro, so all those great apps and games you download have amazing gameplay. In fact, not only is it the most popular music player in the world, We're just so proud that it's now become the most popular portable game player as well. So it is a great device. And of course, it's going to now run iOS 5. And all those great things that Scott talked to you about, the iPod Touch does those as well. But some of them make amazing sense on an iPod Touch. So if you think about it, for example, iMessage. An iPod Touch isn't a phone. It doesn't have text messaging. But now with iMessage, you can communicate with your friends and family who are also using iMessage. You can text, you can send photos, you can take videos and send them along, you can send your location. And parents like it because on Wi-Fi, it's free and unlimited. So it's really neat. And we said it's the most popular portable gaming device. So of course, the things Scott talked to you about Game Center, make perfect sense. Now you can discover new friends. You can find new games to play and download them and challenge each other. It is perfect for this great mobile gaming device. So iOS 5 is a tremendous upgrade for the iPod Touch. And so is iCloud. Think of all those things that Eddie talked to you about iCloud. They're even more powerful when you think about it on an iPod Touch. So now wherever you are, this amazingly thin iPod can have access to all of your music, all of your books, all of your documents, all the TV shows you want to watch. And you can get access to all of them right from your iPod Touch. So the iPod Touch now comes with iOS 5 and iCloud. Huge things in their own right. In addition, it comes in both black and now white as well, a brand new white version. And it's gorgeous. The iPod Touch has been priced at $229 for an 8 GB version. Well, now it's going to be $199, a key price point. For a 32 GB version, it's $299, and for a 64 GB version, $399. And this will be available when iOS 5 ships on October 12th. So going into the holiday season, this is the lineup. And look at it. It's a great lineup with perfect price points. The iPod Shuffle for just $49. The iPod Nano starting at $129. The iPod Touch at $199. Really, something great at every price point for anyone who loves music.
Make it even better with an all-new 5th generation iPod Touch. And here it is. The best iPod Touch we've ever made. On the side, you're going to be amazed because it's only 6 millimeters thin. Not just the thinnest iPod Touch we've ever done. It's almost as thin as the iPod Nano, yet it's a touch. And when you pick it up, you'll hardly believe the weight of it. It is incredibly light. It's the lightest iPod Touch we've ever created. So thin and light, again, perfect for your pocket, perfect for taking with you wherever you go. And we've made it out of this really high quality anodized aluminum with an amazing finish. And on the bottom, you'll see that we have a headphone jack, speaker, and of course, a lightning connector. But I know the thing you probably noticed first and foremost was that display. It is exactly the same 4-inch Retina display that we have in the iPhone 5. So we're bringing the A5 chip to the iPod Touch, which brings dual-core processing to the iPod Touch for the first time, which not only doubles the performance from where the A4 was on the 4th generation iPod Touch, but even more importantly, with the dual-core graphics, can increase the graphics performance by up to 7 times where we were with the A4. So with all this performance, would we sacrifice battery life? And of course, the answer is no. So we have up to 40 hours of music playback with the new Touch. And we've actually increased the video playback. We now have up to 8 hours of video playback. So the camera. iPod Touch customers love to shoot video and take pictures with their cameras. But we're going to make a significant upgrade to the camera system of the iPod Touch. For the first time, we're building an iSight camera into the Touch. It's a 5-megapixel iSight camera. And as you can see from the features, it is every bit the latest technology for sensors and lenses. And for the first time, building autofocus and flash into the iPod Touch. And just like the iPhone 5, we're using a sapphire crystal lens cover to keep your pictures looking clear and sharp. You may have noticed on the back of the iPod Touch, in the bottom corner, there's a little circle. The circle is actually a hidden button. That's part of a feature we call the iPod Touch Loop. And if you push that little button with your finger, it pops out. You can attach the loop. And just like that, you've added a really handy and convenient wrist strap to your iPod Touch. For that added security when you're taking pictures or just walking around town. So in addition to making the still pictures better, we make the HD video recording better as well. It's now 1080p. Improve the front camera as well, FaceTime HD camera, so better FaceTiming, as well as even recording 720p HD video there. And with the better camera, you can take better self-portraits, better profile pictures. So we've improved the wireless capabilities as well. We've upgraded Bluetooth to 4.0 with low energy capabilities. We have support for 802.11, A, B, G, and dual band N. And we have support now for up to 150 megabits per second max bandwidth. And with the A5 combined with Wi-Fi means we bring AirPlay mirroring for the first time to the iPod Touch, which means you can take your gaming experience from your device to the big screen through Apple TV for the first time with iPod Touch. So improvements to the wireless across the board. And as you probably guessed, this is all powered by iOS 6, the most advanced operating system in the world, with over 200 new features of iOS 6. And for the first time, we're supporting Siri on the new iPod Touch. So the iPod Touch is better now in every way. The 4-inch Retina display, A5 chip, iSight camera and loop, 1080p video recording, better wireless, Lightning connector, Siri, and iOS 6. But it's still even better than that, because for the first time, iPod Touch now comes in colors. With 5 really beautiful choices, and each one of them comes with its own loop, color coordinated. So that's the new iPod Touch, the heart of our music lineup for the holiday, along with the 7th generation iPod Nano. And we're going to update the colors of the iPod Shuffle to match the 7 new colors of the iPod Nano. So this is our iPod lineup for the holiday. So we have the iPod Shuffle, still 2 gigabytes, starting at only $49, but with 7 new colors. The iPod Nano we're making available in one high-capacity 16 gigabyte model for $149. Again, 7 beautiful colors. We're going to keep the 4th generation iPod Touch in the lineup, but we're going to double its memory, now have 16 gigabytes and iOS 6 with over 200 new features at $199. And you can double your memory from there to 32 gigabytes for $50 more to $249. And the new iPod Touch with its 6mm design, A5 chip, 4-inch Retina display, iSight camera, 5 colors, earpods, and more for only $50 more than that. So 32 gigabytes for $299.